Hey everyone, welcome. This is Nashville Fit, and today we're doing a little bit of a business spotlight here with one of my good buddies. Dr. Phillip Owens has stopped in with Living Path Counseling out of Mount Juliet, and I'm going to ask him some questions. And he's not prepared for this, so I'm excited.
We'll see how I do. We'll see how it goes.
People who've watched these know that I'm typically spontaneous with getting people on camera. So I appreciate you coming into the office today.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, you've been on. We've had you on the podcast, and that was a great interview. You guys, if you want to check that out, you can do that on this same YouTube channel. Just go to podcast, look for Ground Up, and you'll see this happy smile on that graphic, and you can check out that podcast. We've also had you on the radio, and we recently released an article about seasonal depression.
Yes.
And that's kind of where I want to go, because it's January, we're coming off the holidays. If you look over our shoulder here, it's gray and sad outside.
Gloomy. So bad.
So I guess we'll start with, what are some, symptoms of seasonal depression that people may be going through that they don't necessarily know that it's related?
Yeah, we almost relate it to anhedonia, which is a big word for just feel bad, just feel gloomy.
Okay.
And it's that it's when it lingers. It's not just waking up one morning and feeling, a little depressed or just having no energy. This is when it lingers. Say it's going on for a week or 2 weeks. You find yourself maybe sleeping too much or not enough. You might have high anxiety or just high depression. It just depends on the person. You might have feelings of sadness, feelings of being alone, like no one's there for you. The seasonal affective disorder affects a lot of people, and very few of them actually get any help.
Okay.
So if you're feeling this way and you feel like it's been going on for more than a few weeks, it might be time to seek some counseling or a psychiatrist or your medical doctor, and just get an evaluation. Is this something that I need to be aware of or concerned about?
Yeah, and this is not necessarily like when you're talking about this, I know people are going to listen and be like, I mean, I don't know that I want to take it that far. Like, they're going to feel like there's going to be a long drawn out process and medications, this, that, and the other. Maybe you can speak to the fact that this doesn't necessarily have to be a long treatment, schedule, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Good question, Terry, because, with counseling, in just a few weeks, we can see improvement. Mm-hmm. We help our clients change their thinking, and the changing their thinking helps change their behaviors.
Okay.
Then they start feeling better. So, for example, if they're having feelings of sadness, or they feel like they have the low self-esteem, maybe they feel like they don't have energy, and they just feel like everything they do is for naught, that kind of thing, we can help them change their thinking to, maybe I made a mistake once, but you know what? I can survive and I can go on from there. It's not the end of the day. Whereas if you have seasonal affective disorder, you make a mistake and you think your life is ruined, and you can never survive or change things. What we're talking about here is changing.
Right.
Changing behaviors, changes their thinking, changing their thinking, changes their behaviors.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. And I know when you've been working in counseling for quite some time. Was it 19 years?
Oh, more than 21.
21.
Yeah.
Dang. Trying to guess.
You were almost got it.
I know you hear a lot of things, a lot of potential like roadblocks for people. I know from my personal experience of going through counseling years ago, I didn't want to do it. And a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I put it off for a good 5 years before I did.
Yeah,
it.
we'll ask your wife about that one.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. I bet she'd tell us a thing or two.
Thankfully, we're still together.
Okay. and I think 25?
25 years, yeah.
25. Congratulations.
Thank you. So, like, what are some of the roadblocks that you hear people, and help them over those roadblocks? Like, some of the things that might be stopping them.
Yeah, sure. So, for example, businessmen, anybody in companies, they're busy. Their whole day is busy. When they get off, they go straight home. Mm-hmm. So they feel like they're with their families. They don't want to take time away from their families or their business. But with counseling, we can do Zoom sessions nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of my clients I'll see during their lunch break, which opens up a whole opportunity for them. They're not taking time away from their business or from their family. I can see them before work. I can see them after work. And so one of the barriers is having to drive to counseling.
True.
Now we have counseling online actually being paid for by insurance companies and endorsed. So now we take away that travel time when you'd have to go travel to get to counseling. So that's a barrier that's been removed. The stigma of counseling, I think, has gotten removed, where people actually feel like they have gotten so much better and so much more productive. They start telling others.
Yeah.
It's not so scary anymore. I think the fear of maybe the counselor's going to be able to read my mind. Well, guess what? I can't read your mind unless you tell me something, Terry. I just don't know what you're thinking. So that the idea that I don't have time to go, that's one issue. I don't want to pay the money. If they're thinking out of pocket, it can get expensive. But if you think about it, you go get your nails done, you go get your hair done, you go get your massage, you pay cash for all those.
Yeah, I got so many thoughts on that because we were afforded so many other things that we don't like the things that you're mentioning, the luxuries of life. But what we get into when it comes to being healthier, in a mental state, you can't really put a price on that. Like
I agree
like
so much.
quantifying that with cost per ROI is so much more significant because it matters to your family. It matters if you're a businessman. It matters to your company and your leadership, or your quality of life at work, right?
Absolutely. And you can equate this to a gym membership. You know about
Yeah.
that. With a gym membership, you're going to feel sort of a motivation, obligation to get there, but also you're going to have people there helping you.
Right.
So it's not just the price of going, it's the help that you get once you get there. Same thing in counseling.
Right.
They're going to, in a way, it can seem like it's a luxury, but can we afford to keep doing the same things and expecting different results? We call that crazy making.
You're spot on. I think you're spot on. I know for me that getting in there's always so much procrastination, right? Like you hate that you got to go, but once you get in there and you've done the therapy and you walk out, you never regret it. So it's very much like a workout.
It is.
You hate going, but you love leaving because
It
you
is.
just feel so much better.
Yeah. It's like going to the dentist.
Yeah.
You put off going to the dentist, you have pain, you know you're in pain, but you put it off as long as you can until you can't bear it anymore. Don't wait when it's mental health like that. You know you're in pain.
Sure.
Come see us and we can help you before it gets too bad in that case. Yeah. So putting this all together, I think it's great that you and I are working together because physical as well as mental, we're all connected. If you feel better physically, if you can get out of the bed, if you can do that workout and get outside, you're going to feel better mentally.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love it. And what the style of treatment that you do is it just talk therapy, or are there other modalities?
So I do what's called cognitive behavioral therapy and solution focused therapy. So yes, in answer to your question, it's talk therapy.
Okay.
I like to think that the clients talk more than I do, but sometimes there's times. The way I present is more of a narrative. So I'll listen to the client and see what trouble they're having, and then I kind of give them a narrative. Well, I had this other client, they did this and they started feeling better. Or I've experienced this and this is how I help my clients. I think it will help you too. I give them materials to read in between sessions. So maybe a session might be 45 minutes. Some of my clients tell me I was dreading going to counseling because I thought I had to talk for 45 minutes. I didn't know what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Well, I do an interactive kind of therapy. I let them talk and then I help them to see maybe different options that they've never thought of before. Or if when you're hurting, you can't think of those options.
No.
So my job, I see, is to help them find the options. I don't tell them what to do. I let them come to conclusions on what the best choice would be.
I love it. I love it. And that hour flies by.
It
by the way.
does.
But yeah, I love this, Phillip. I'm equally excited to work with you. We've been working together for a couple of months now. I love getting to talk to you because whether it's on the podcast or we're sitting here, working through business stuff, it's always fun. You always bring so much positive energy, and I think that matters a lot. if you're looking for help, if you're looking for counseling out
Well,
there.
thank
So,
you. Thank
guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't tell you to look up Phillip. You got to go check out Living Path Counseling, and you can do that via the links below this video. Definitely find Phillip on Instagram. We've been working hard on that Instagram. It's
Yes.
looking pretty good.
Yes, thank you.
And
Thanks to you.
Yeah, you head over to if you head over to our website, you can check out the latest article on seasonal depression.
Seasonal affective disorder.
There it is.
There you
Seasonal
go.
affective disorder. I'm not a professional. This guy is. So make sure you check it out, guys. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you on the next one.